Hey YouTube, my name's David, and today I want to talk to you guys about my experience at Bandai Fest. And if you're very unfamiliar with what Bandai Fest is, it's one of Bandai's bigger events. It was a world tour. I attended the Orlando one, which was where the Nationals for One Piece was held, as long as some other games like Digimon, Dragon Ball, Battle Spirits, Gundam was being introduced, as well as stuff like Union Arena. So I attended Bandai Fest because I was trying to aim to play in the LCQ, which is the last chance qualifier for you to get into Nats if you did not get an invite. Landing at 12 a.m. the night before, practicing for about 3 hours until 3 a.m., going to sleep at 4, and then waking up at 6 to get in line for LCQ was kind of hectic.
You just woke up. It's 6:18. Me and my friend Lam are about to line up for LCQ waitlist in person because we didn't actually get to sign up for the LCQ in time, and we got like 2 hours of sleep.
They weren't going to be honoring player-made lines, so we were there at 6:45, and I didn't, bother to start pushing and shoving to get to the front to get into the room fast, because I figured that they would have some kind of system where they would make a line somewhere, and that was the line they would honor. But when it came to it, they just ended up letting everybody shoving through the door, and that was pretty hectic. So because I followed the rule of not making a player-made line, I kind of got punished. We waited in line for about 4 hours, and then I ended up not getting into LCQ.
Okay guys, we have hit 512 capacity. At this time, the LCQ is full. We will not be pulling anyone else from the wait list.
I was very, very close to the end. I was like 20 people in front of me, and then we ended up not getting in. So we waited 4 hours for pretty much nothing, and that was on Friday. And that Friday was pretty much a useless day overall. Nothing else was being held. LCQ was there, which was really upsetting that it didn't get in because of the amount of people that dropped after round 1 or purposefully lost 3 rounds to get participation out of LCQ is insane. I heard that there was a few people that actually lost on purpose because they didn't care. The rest of that day was kind of just boring. There was really nothing to do, so we kind of just wandered around and went to get food and whatnot. Just had a good time in Orlando, I guess. Next day was Nats Day, and this day was this was also the day that Exhibition Hall finally opened, and I was really thinking about vlogging this whole trip, but when it came to Saturday, I ended up signing up for a side event for 256 people. It was pretty hectic. It was really delayed. I ended up being able to play in 3 different events at once. I played in the 256, the 128, and the 16 all at once. This was only possible because there were so many gaps in between the matches. There was hour-long gaps between matches. So in the 256, I played it, and then there was an hour-long gap. I went to go play in the 128, and then there was an hour-long gap. The events didn't even start until 45, 50 minutes after the time they were supposed to. So I was able to play in a lot of different tournaments at the same time. And then the merch line, they had a cool system where you took a picture of a QR code, or you scanned a QR code, and then it gave you a choice to pick to what time you wanted to show up. But when it came down to buying the actual merch, nothing was really available. There really wasn't much left. And I heard that in the morning at 8 a.m. when the competitors came in, that the workers really didn't know how to sell it, and they ended up selling multiples, a lot of multiples of what they were only supposed to limit to 1. The championship sleeves, somebody bought 10, and when they were only supposed to be limited to 1 per person. So all the EVO1 boxes, everything that was popular, everything that people actually wanted was all gone by the time that general admission could actually get in to see the merch. It was pretty cool for 20 minutes. They have a Bandai Namco booth where you can buy figures and stuff, which I enjoyed. I love figures. I have a lot of figures. They had the Gundam shop where you could buy Gundams and figures and building kits and whatnot. They had the actual Bandai card TCG booth where you could buy sleeves, binder collections, some boxes with whatever stock they had left. But things sold out very, very quick because there was a ton of people buying things, and it was really hard to just get what you wanted. So you had to get in as early as possible if you really wanted to get something, even at the Bandai Namco booth. There were concerts afterwards, later in the day. There was finals being streamed for Nats on the second day on Sunday. And then there were side events and very, very expensive $20 orange chicken. The food wasn't worth it. I think that the appeal of Bandai Card Fest isn't the actual Card Fest itself. If I had to rate the Card Fest, it would be like a 4 or 5 out of 10. The actual experience came from actually meeting people, meeting friends, making connections. I actually met a lot of people from Discord that I hadn't ever met in person, even though we might be in the same area. I didn't know that they either played One Piece, or I didn't know what they looked like, or I'd never met them before. So it was really cool to meet them for the first time, have fun, you know, experience things with them, make memories with them. And I even met a lot of cool people out there, like some bigger names in the One Piece community. I played games with people. I was in the vicinity of people that were really cool, or like familiar faces that I've seen from YouTube. So it was pretty cool to be in that space and actually meet those people. And you guys know who you are. Thank you guys for, you know, approaching me, talking to me, you know, being friends with me. And I really enjoy your company. Thank you guys so much. You guys made it a fun time, because otherwise Bandai Card Fest would kind of be really bad. It's kind of like, I feel like Bandai just needed a lot more people working, especially when it came to like the side events and whatnot, to actually make it run smooth. Because I think there was one guy doing all the pairings for like 7 different events at once. Yeah, I don't know, man. Would I go again? If I wasn't in Nats or LCQ, then probably not, honestly. I don't know if I would have spent that money to experience something like that, where it was like there was nothing else to do besides play side events, be in LCQ, or be in Nats. Because you show up there, you buy a few things here and there, and then there's literally nothing else to do. They have a scavenger hunt that takes you like 10 minutes, and then literally the rest of it is just waiting in line. So you're either waiting in line or waiting to play a game between matches. Like there's not really much else. So if you have friends, maybe it's a fun experience, but otherwise it's kind of boring. 4 or 5 out of 10. But the overall trip, again, it was about the friends you made along the way. If you guys have your own experiences with Bandai Card Fest, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories, or, you know, what fun things you guys did. And maybe next time there is a Card Fest, or maybe even in Dallas, we can meet up, talk, be friends, make acquaintances, and play some games. Anyways, that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for all your support. You guys are freaking insane. Love all of you guys for supporting me. It's like pretty crazy. I didn't think it would be that like quick, but thank you guys again. Have an awesome day. Stay awesome. Enjoy, play game. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's like 2 a.m. right now. So good night. Peace.